Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the newest update to the Fnaf Forgotten Acts mod, which adds a bunch of new animatronics, well, portrait style animatronics, and a bunch of blocks. And my skin isn't working. Gosh darn you, Minecraft. Now, if you like this, consider subscribing, and let's get into it. Okay, I think there's actually, he added a few more Ooh, okay, we got peak people. First, I guess we should mention these plushies, which some of them might look a little familiar. Here we have an oh yeah plushie, which looks pretty cool. Gives you an idea of what maybe a bigger animatronic version might look like, which is pretty cool. I have no idea why they put him in the mod, but it is awesome anyway. Wow, he looks great. Wow, and then last of the new plushies, we got me! It's me! If I was wearing my skin! And darn you, Minecraft. But he looks great! Yeah, the dev, I'm pretty sure, asked me if he could add me into the mod, and showed me the model beforehand, which I gotta say looks really good. He's even got the morpher on the side. That's cool. Nice attention to detail. He looks great. He's got a pickaxe and everything. He is ready to mine. Okay, now let's get into the other blocks instead. Okay, first we got some booth tables. Here we have a pizza tablecloth booth, which looks pretty cool. Here's a regular booth table, which looks awesome. Nice smooth wood texture, which is great. And then last, we got the regular tablecloth, which is really cool. Like the stripes. All of these look great. Of all the times to get hiccups. Of all the times I get hiccups. Now, it looks great. I especially like the pizza one. It is awesome. Got a nice few pepperonis on there and looks good. And the regular tablecloth also looks good. Looks really good. Okay, next we got a wall bottom. Well, wall one bottom. And then the wall one middle. And the wall one top, which looks really good. Kind of like a old I guess diner slash house sort of look to it, which is pretty cool. Looks great. They did a good job on the texturing. Looks great. Wow. I like the bottom part too. It looks great. Looks really good. Wow. Okay, next we got some curtains. Here we have the curtain bottom, the curtain, and the curtain top, which looks pretty cool. Wow. Kind of a bit of a wall texture, more than like a curtain with like lines, but it still looks really good. I like the little gold trim on the bottom and top. That is a nice detail. That is awesome. And I like the red that they use. It looks great. Wow. Next, we got everybody's favorite. In your hand, it kind of looks like it's floating behind you. Why are you looking at me? He's right behind me, isn't he? He's following me. I hate this rainbow, but the model looks great. And here it is placed down.
You suck!
Excuse you, you're in my review. And plus, you suck. Well, not the model, or the texture. It looks great. But the character, you suck. Yes.
You suck!
When you right-click it, it says that, which is kind of funny. Ay. So you can have this little punk just hanging out in the background if you want. Ay. He looks great, though.
You suck!
Ay, get out of here. At least in Minecraft, I can get rid of you. Okay, next, we got an old photo. Ooh, of like Cassidy and Evan, or Dave. Whatever the crying child's name is. Ay. Oh, that's cool. Very high definition, and I like the skins that they use. That's pretty cool. It looks great. Next, we got a Fazbear dummy, so you can take out all your frustrations onto said dummy. Although if I punch it in creative, it just goes poof. Ay. Pretty cool. Ooh, like its wooden texture. That's pretty cool. Looks great. Next, we got Mr. Scott Cawthon himself, which looks really cool. I love how they did the glowing effect. I have no idea how you do this, but it is really cool when it's done. And you can turn him into Red Scott. Or Troll Scott, I guess. Troll Game Scott. Which is really cool. Like that they added the ability to do that. And the model looks amazing. Looks so good. Wow. Next, we got a pizza booth seat, which placed down. We also have a corner version that you can use to make a full booth, which is really cool. And you can sit on it. Oh, it is always so nice when a mod adds sittable chairs. It is awesome, because then you can have an actual Fazbear experience. You can't sit on the corner though, which does suck, but I do understand why. Or apparently you can. Ay. This is awesome. I could scoot around the seats. That's awesome. Really cool. And they look great too. Like how the cheese kind of melts over the seat. That is awesome. That is really cool. Okay, next we got a Fred Ease chair, which looks pretty cool. And you can sit and it looks awesome. We also have a Fredbear's chair, which looks pretty cool. A nice simple purple chair. Ooh, with Fredbear on the back. That's really cool. Well, that is awesome. Really cool. Next, we got this little, hand unit. A little hand unit robot, which is pretty cool. Called Handyman. Ooh, I like this guy's design. It's awesome. He's got a little wheel, a little bow tie, looking ready to help. I guess he would be kind of a ATM or something. I don't know. But he does look great. Wow. Okay, here is a rotated version of the Fred E carpet, which looks really cool. I actually was able to give a bit of input on this texture. Originally, it was a bit more, less... It's really hard to explain, but this new iteration looks a lot better, and it looks great. Love the little Freddy design on it. That is really cool. Okay, next we got a few Chica's Party World posters. Here we have the cupcake poster, the potato fries poster, and the burger poster. And the Mr. Shake poster, all of which look great. I'm pretty sure they're directly taken from the games, so that's why they look so good, and that's why they're high definition. Oh, they look great. I love that little official design for an edible cupcake. That is awesome. Okay, next we got a few wall rainbow lines that you can use to create a little rainbow, which is really cool. It is awesome. They kind of work like logs, I guess. It's a little difficult to get it right, but they do look really cool. Wait, I might be able to make a full rainbow. Maybe, just maybe, with a little bit of believing. So yeah, you can use these to make a little rainbow decoration, which is pretty cool. That is really cool. We also have this wall line, which looks pretty cool, and this wall line, which also looks really cool, and this wall line corner, which looks awesome. Yeah, they're a bit difficult to get right, but they do look awesome. Okay, next we got a regular Fred E carpet, which is like the one over there, except it's not rotated, and it looks pretty cool. Love the texture. Next, we got a Penguin Miner G-Man head. Ay. How'd he get my head, man? How'd he get my head? Ay. Must have chopped it off when he was sleeping. Ay. Just kidding, though, but it looks awesome. Looking good there, buddy. Next, we got a wall clock, which actually is animated, which is really cool. That is awesome. Love the texture on it too. Next, we got some wall lights, which are actually animated, which is really cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. It makes like a continuous line, and it's amazing. Wow, they did an amazing job on that. Next, we got a shelf, which is pretty much how you'd expect. It is a shelf, and it looks awesome. Next, we got an easy flow sauce vat, which should come into use later with a certain character, and it looks great. Love the little details of the sauce kind of pouring out, and I like the logo. It looks great. On to the new blocks that I discovered. Here we have some sky tube stuff. Here we have a sky tube support, a support bottom, a support middle, and a support top. And here are the sky tubes themselves. They kind of work like scaffolding, I guess. Where's the fact that I'm up high? Oh, but I love this. I really love this. Love these sky tubes. They look so good. So you can make like a little play space above your pizzeria, which is really cool. Wait a minute. I wonder if I just do this. I can crawl through them. This is the greatest thing. Oh, this is so cool. So you can recreate your Chuck E. Cheese days in these probably very dirty, very cramped sky tubes, which are awesome. That is really cool that you can crawl through them. That is so cool. And they look great as well. Now let's get into what you're truly here for. Some animatronics. Okay, first we got the Faz Cam, which looks really cool. I think there's a separate version of him that you can place on top of the sauce can. I'm pretty sure. Well, you could somewhat do it, but yeah, he looks great. Wow, he looks awesome. And you can open him up. That's pretty cool. Looking good, Mr. Fazcam. Okay, next we got Shadow Bonnie, basically. Well, Shadow Johnny B. Bun. Ooh, which looks really good. Wow, looks awesome. Love the design. Love the guitar, and it looks really good. Wow. Okay, next we got a busted up version of Golden Freddy. Poor Golden Freddy. Poor Golden Freddy. But he does look good though. Love the details with the eye popping out and the different wires. That's pretty cool. Got a nice texture too, even if it's a bit subtle and you can't really tell, but he looks great anyway. Next, we got a Nightmarion, which looks pretty cool and very creepy. Very creepy, but looks great anyway. Okay, next we got the Mimic! We got the Mimic. Oh, he extends. Oh, that's really cool. Nice attention to detail with that. That is really cool. Wow. So you can have extended Mimic and short Mimic. Short Mimic, extended Mimic, short Mimic, extended Mimic. Oh, that is awesome. Love how they did his eyes. That must have been a pain to do, but totally worth it. He looks great. Okay, next we got Everest the Wolf. Oh yeah, there is a non-withered version of it. Oh my god, the lag. Mamma mia. Both of which look really good. Apparently, according to its description, it's a companion to Sparky, which is a pretty cool idea. Looking good, ladies. Looking good. Ow. I love the details on them too. They look great. Next, we got Desolate Chica, which is basically Withered Chica, as you can probably tell by the iconic T-pose that she does. Ooh, love the details and the withering. It is so good. Got a very wonky face. I've seen better days, Miss Chica. You have seen better days. Love all the wires and stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay, next we got abandoned versions of Fredbear and Darla Springs, or Spring Bonnie, both of which look really good. You got a little, ketchup. Yeah. Ketchup on you there, Fredbear. A very messy eater, I guess. But they look great. Wow, love the details. Okay, next we got Freddy Fazbear. Well, Fred Old Fazbear. And you might be wondering why it's just a stack of pizza boxes. Well, these pizza boxes hold a secret. A little Freddy inside. Oh, I like this guy. He looks great. Pretty much a simple little Freddy, but he still looks great anyway. Love the brown they used. He looks great. Back into the box you go. Ay, ay, ay. Next, we got Mr. Yeah himself, which is pretty cool. Pretty much the same as the plushie, along with my variant, which looks pretty cool. And there is a little secret about my little friend here, and it has to do with the Faz Wrench. The Faz Wrench can change the skin of some blocks. So, like that. It can get rid of the blood on Fredbear's mouth, or change the appearance. That is pretty cool. And you might be wondering what it does to mine. Well, what it does to mine is change him into a completely different person. So yeah, they asked me if I wanted a, hoax version of my Penguin Miner G-Man character, and this is the best I could come up with. So basically, I looked on the opposite side of the color wheel from the main color my Penguin Miner G-Man is at, and, made him orange, made him a bandit with a gun. And he came out a lot better than I expected for me coming up with it on the spot. He looks great. Wow, looking good, the spiced one. Looking good. Yeah, I named him that because he kind of looks like a curry. He kind of looks like a spicy curry. He looks awesome. We also have a withered version of me and Mr. Spice One over there. Ay, ay, ay. What happened to you, my friend? Ay, ay, ay. Poor Penguin Miner definitely has been through a lot. Ay, ay, ay. And this guy, too. You can see his endoskeleton. Oh, that's cool. And next, we got Sparky, which looks awesome. Looks really cool. Next, we got Lost Yellow Bear, which looks really cool. Ay, ay, ay. A lot of these animatronics haven't had the best of times, but he looks great though. And this one, I have no idea why they added this one. Apparently they were begged to add it. I guess it does make sense. When you have one penguin, you gotta have another, and it looks great. And last but certainly not least, we have Lost Freddy defeated and Drudge Bonnie defeated, both of which look really cool. I took his gun. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Mr. Bonnie didn't have a good time in the mines. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Bonnie. And, that's about it for everything. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.